So if you've ever wondered if you can grow your own citrus tree from seed, you can, and here's how you can do it. So you'll start by cutting some citrus in half, and this is half juiced, but I grabbed the seed out of it. Here's another one. And what you'll do next is you have to wash off as much fruit and sugar off a seed as you can. After the seed has been cleaned off, you're going to take a small container with some soil in it, and then just plant that little seed just below the level of the soil. Another thing that helps is to take some plastic wrap and place that over the top with a rubber band, and that creates kind of like a little miniature greenhouse for the citrus to grow in. It should take about 6 weeks before you start to see a sprout, and during that time you can kind of check the moisture level inside the saran wrap or the plastic wrap to see that the soil still has enough moisture. And then eventually you will start to see little seedlings. Here are some that are just growing. These are little grapefruit seeds. They haven't even really formed little leaves yet, but you can see the little stalk there. Eventually they will start to grow to little leaves. These are the first true leaves, they're called, and at this point they can actually be transplanted into another pot. I start mine about 4 to 1 pot, so eventually when they're about this big I'll have to separate them and place them into their own little growing containers. Here is a grapefruit sprout that has been growing for about 2 months now, so you can see it's pretty slow to grow, but eventually it might become a grapefruit tree. And I just planted these this year, but I hear that it does take probably between 3 and 5 years before you can expect to have fruit on your tree. So it's definitely not something that's going to happen right away, but it's just kind of like a fun thing to do. I mean, maybe you can plant this in your yard if you live in a compatible growing zone where citrus trees can live, and watch it grow. Otherwise, they make cute little house plants that you can just kind of have around. And here is a little mandarin orange sprout. This is the biggest one I have right now. It has about 4 leaves on it, but someday hopefully it will be bigger. So that's it. It's super easy. Thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any questions.